make sure I cover all of this.
Yes.
But there are 3 systems that I want us to be aware of concerning the body of Christ that are most influential in the earth. That is government, education, and finances. Government, education, finances. Systems, override the system. We have an assignment as a kingdom to override the system. Because the mandate was, I will not be satisfied until the kingdoms of this world become the kingdom of our God.
Amen.
Once again, I told you yesterday, he can't do it unless he do it through who? Us. Church. The individuals. Now, overriding the system. Government, education, finances. If you have power, you're influential.
Right.
Government.
That's
You don't even have to be correct.
right.
Just because you said it, people will believe it and act upon it.
Right.
Just because you said it. You don't even have to be accurate. That's both natural and spiritual. If the senator was to put out on his Facebook page, it ain't got to be real media such as the news and radio. If the senator posts on his Facebook or Twitter that tomorrow is a free gas day for Texas, and everybody be tweeted and posted, everybody would be at the gas station cussing and fussing because the senator said it was free gas day. Not accurate, not true. But he has power because of what? His position governmentally. Education. We suffer, we perish for the lack of knowledge. We don't know. We don't research. This is why Fatty Mae is a witchcraft. All that stuff is witchcraft. It's designed to get you into debt. There's no point in you going to med school when you got to pay back over $100,000 in student loans. So you a doctor now. You Dr. So-and-so. You got a lab coat. And you talk like this. You know, they got the monotone voice because they're so smart and intelligent. And they come in and tell you, okay, what's your problem? Oh, I'm hurting here. Okay, let me see. Cough. Okay, yeah. All right. I'm going to give you 10 milligrams of this. Take 1 a day with a beard.
There you go.
All right. Come back in 2 weeks. We schedule an appointment.
Yeah. Lord Jesus, you got it.
Walk out the room.
Yes.
We done spent $1,000. Bishop slammed his finger in the door, and all they had to do was get the blood drained on him. Got insurance, and they sent him a claims report. $1,200 just to drain some blood. I said, why didn't you get the drill bit? That's my dad, my stepdad. So jam the finger all the time. And he'll sterilize that drill bit with some alcohol and hold still. And he'll spin it until it get down there and that blood screw up, and I'm over there, just hollering because his blood ain't hurt no more because the pressure release. But $1,200 just to say, okay, all right, take this medicine and we schedule a follow-up in 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? Education. So now you go to school to be a doctor. Okay, you're a doctor. You're making 6 figures a year. But by the time you take out taxes, pay back your student loans, you at about 40 or 50. You ain't no better than the next. You done 8 years of study, residency, done stressed, done slept, ain't slept in 72 hours because of boards and exams. You see what I'm saying? It's a system. It's a system. So we must become educated. Challenge your people to become educated. Get that full ride so you won't have to pay back.
Amen.
And then if God, in my case, he'll give you the $1 million corporation. So while I'm making money, I go to school when I feel like it. See the difference? You either go to school to make money or make money to go to school. You got to be educated. There's no way around it. And even if you don't get educated and you a millionaire, you're going to have to hire educated people.
That's right.
To do what you could learn to do. Do the math. You understand? So, the third system, finances. If you got money, you got power. Thank God for Sweet Brown. She got money now. She did it before. But she's influential. She's influential. See what I'm saying? You don't have to be smart as long as you got money. If you got money to pay for people to do, you got influence.
That's right.
Those three systems, if you have any of those three, now God forbid if you got all three, woo, the devil coming for you. But the kingdom, we should have all three, which is why we are so under attack. Kingdoms of this world become the kingdoms of our God. Concerning government, Mark 12:17. I want you to read these in your leisure. Mark 12:17. Romans 13:1 through 4. 1 Peter 2:13 through 17. You've got to understand biblically, the government, certain countries were assigned to do certain things. Ephesus, the capital epicenter. The church at Ephesus. This is why certain things were spoken to in the book of Ephesians. That was a church. The church at Ephesus. Ephesians. Read Ephesians and you'll understand why he said the things that he said. Rome was the political power of the world. Now you got to understand the political power of the world was once religious. In other words, the president would have been the high priest, the judges, and etc. You got to understand the old connotation. This is why the church had such a problem. Because the Holy Ghost came and fired all of them. Holy Ghost came and fired all of them. We don't need your laws no more. He came to fulfill the law. I don't need to come to your temple anymore and listen to you talk about law, when I can pray now in my home and he'll meet me there. I don't need your spotted lambs anymore because the lamb that was slain that you thought won't go get up sure did rise. They had a problem with that. He reformed the church. He reformed Rome. This is why Rome, to this day, is still the principal power of Rome. The Vatican. You know what the Vatican is? The Vatican is where the Pope lives. The Roman Catholic Church. Check how they put those two names together. Roman Catholic Church. Let me break it down for you. This is what I do as an apostle. I reform. I bust up the camp. I bust up the camp. Rome was the political power. At one point, Rome ran the whole world. Catholic means universal. So, the Roman Universal Church. The Roman Universal Church. Meaning that you, the church, should belong to Rome. So that means, according to religion, if I was real, this ministry would be under the Pope. This is why they say you're not a real bishop if you're not consecrated by 3 bishops who have apostolic succession that traces back to Jesus by way of Rome. This is why I can go to Rome and say I'm an apostle, but it won't mean nothing to them. Because they don't believe in the apostles. How can you tell me you don't believe in what's in the Word of God, but you got all these other titles that ain't bit more in there? Archbishop, cardinal, priest, all this foolishness. I have a problem with religion because some of these religions are saying that your pastors and preachers shouldn't be married. A priest in the Roman Catholic Church is not supposed to be married. But my commandment before I became priest was to what? Reproduce and multiply. So if I as a man can't get married, then that means I can't reproduce with my wife. Which means God has once again been cut off from entering this earth realm, which means his agenda is on pause. You see how that thing works? You see how that thing works? So now you have the Pope. The Lord bless him. You have the Pope now, who is in Rome, and he's over all Catholic churches. He is over all Catholic churches, which is worldwide. You know why it's worldwide? Because it was the original intent, the foundation of the church, the law of the church. This is why they still have priests. You go and confess to the priest in the booth. What do they do that for? What do they tell you my business for? When you sleep with the little boys, what do they tell you that for? It's foolishness. Right. You see what I'm saying? What about, hello, who you confessing to? If I'm confessing to you, who you going to? Because you ain't been sat down yet.
I know that's right.
Lawsuits. Law in court. Law. Do your research on how these large organizations, you'll be surprised how much lawsuits, millions of dollars they spend. Their legal accounts are more than their benevolence accounts.
That's crazy.
You mean tell me you spending more in the court of law fighting what these fools done versus saving and helping homeless folk, single mothers, single fathers with children? I don't get it, but you call yourself the church.